Hello, internets, and welcome back to another rousing episode of Some Good Society. We're doing this elegant Magicks thing, the Good Society tale of incantations and infatuations in Bexley under Mount Whitebridge. Not Toncham, as RJ tried to say before stream. No, it's okay. Yeah, I called you out. It's okay. We love you. Hello, welcome back. We missed you last week. You know what? We needed to, refill our tanks and take a night off. And I hope you do the same. Take care of yourself. Self-care is important. But we're back. Yay! So glad to see all of my beautiful players. Let's do some housekeeping stuff first. We have a lot of content on this channel. All of it is amazing. Not that I'm biased or anything. I'm a little biased, but that doesn't matter. It's just objectively awesome. You can check it out, obviously, if you're here on Twitch with us live, welcome. You can check it out on VOD later if you don't catch us live, or you can check it out on YouTube because there's hours of it, probably days, weeks of content at this point. I think it's pretty fantastic. Check it all out. If you are with us live, please participate in chat. Buy some tokens. Buy some mini monologues. Everyone loves a mini monologue, don't they? Or if you'd really like to buy something of, tangible, you can buy merch. Like this lovely mug that says "Bye Fly and Ready to Die." A lovely catchphrase that the lovely Morgan came up with. Or ridiculousness that we've come up on other games, like on Neon Souls with this fantastic a Gubba Bump Shrimp Company. It's in a tank top because of course it is. I'm wearing it. You can get it in a t-shirt. You can also get it on a mug. You can get it, just spend whatever you want on your phone case. It's great. Definitely check out all of our merch available in the merch store too. And next time you'll see us will be tomorrow night, Friday, 9 o'clock Eastern, for some Neon Souls, which Val runs, and I will let them talk more about that. But yeah, got a regular old schedule here this week, so please come and hang out with us. I'm gonna shut up because we got a lot of stuff to do. We're in a time loop. So let's go through introductions. Please tell us all where we can find you on the internet, who the heck you are, and what you're playing tonight. What you're playing tonight. You're all playing Centaurs tonight. No. Who you're playing tonight. Let's start.
Are we the Centaur of attention?
Val, save us.
I shouldn't have to go after that. Can I just cut the stream and come back and we can start over? And enjoy the fun?
We should make RJ go first.
We should make RJ go first now.
No, I'm here. I'll do it. Hello, everyone. I'm Val, the Kraken's Crown, on Twitter and Twitch. You can find me here Thursdays through Sundays doing stuff. I run games on Fridays and Saturdays, 3 games specifically. The math checks out. On Fridays, I run a game every week called Neon Souls. It's a cyberpunk game set in the, it's a cypher game set in a cyberpunk setting. I'm so tired. We've been doing that for a while, and we're kind of wrapping up our second season of the show fairly soon, so come on in for a climactic finale. I did some really fucked up stuff in the last session, so still waiting to get my comeuppance for that. And then on Saturdays, I run alternating games of Saturday Night's Mistborn, where we're playing the Mistborn RPG. And on alternating Saturdays, I run Saturday Night's Star Power, which is what's coming up this weekend, where we're playing Fate in a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Shaman King inspired universe. It's very fun. They just killed Elvis. So yeah. And tonight I had it up. Okay, there it goes. Tonight I'll be playing Layrd Avalon Cross, who is the socialite, and their desire is to drive the family that looks down on them to self-destruction and ruin. That's me.
Woot! Savvy.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets, and mostly on Twitter, where you can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I exist mostly here on the home channel, Thursdays through Sundays, like either playing in games or running them, just like Val. Particularly right now, I'm running our Vaesen game on Sundays. It's called Thursday's Children. I know it's confusing, and I don't care. It's very fun. It's Nordic horror role-playing game, and we're having a lot of fun with it. Trying to remember what happened last time. There was a house on fire. There was a priest with a gun. There was a mermaid. And there were some tentacles involved. And now we're doing something completely different. So it's very exciting. Coming out, this is on Sunday afternoons. And then Sunday nights, I'm on twitch.tv/LBHack'emUp playing Dungeons and Dragons. But tonight, I am playing Jessamine Booker, the tutor, whose desire is to restore her family name and resume her place in society.
Heck yeah. RJ.
Oh, hi, that's me. Hey, everybody. I'm RJ. You can catch me at RJS282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes stream with my friends. I'm on the internet in a lot of places, so I'll spare you all that. I retweet whenever I go live. Today I'm playing Jarvis Hawke, who is the careerist, and their desire is to take revenge on the people responsible for stealing Womp You Love.
Womp. And last but not least, Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, OMG It's Some Guy on the internet, on this channel, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Mistborn Saturdays. In tonight's game, I'm playing Mr. Bernard Sinclair, whose desire is to fart around and flirt with his friends. No, his desire is to determine his love's true feelings and reestablish his engagement.
Thank you for referencing some well-intentioned shade from the other day, Alex. And I am your facilitator this evening. I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. Usually just talking shit or talking about the fun stuff I do on the internet. I am here Thursdays, Fridays, Star Power Saturdays, and Sundays. And I'm also on Mondays over on twitch.tv/InfiniteRP playing Flames of Freedom. Yeah, there's ghouls and an underground cavern and a fantastic guest star named Contentment Hussey. I'll just leave it at that. Apparently that was a real person. Anyway, you should check it out 8 o'clock Eastern over there on Mondays. I think we should jump right in because we left off on a bit of an interesting cliffhanger last time, as you do. I need some different music.
Really quick while Sid's DJing, Val, the chat has gifted you a token.
Thank you, chat.
How nice.
Was it because I had to put up with RJ? Because I think I deserved a token for that.
If that's the point, everyone should get a token, then.
We need to figure out how to make, like, there's the D&D Beyond overlay that shows HP. We need an overlay that shows our token status.
When you find out a way that we don't have to do that manually, I will implement it. I'll be there with bells on to not press any more fucking buttons.
Fantastic. Oh. Yeah, the recap needed to be far more epic. This one's called Monsters. We love you, Dark Fantasy Studios. Never change. All right. A last time on Elegant Magicks. Our major characters still stuck in a temporal loop on their vacation to the Truth and Consequences Hot Spring have gotten cracking to discover what is causing it and how the hell to stop it. Jarvis does a little bit of mirroring magic that allows him to go along for the ride, so to speak, with Bernie and remember each of the loops. But it doesn't appear that it will work until the next time that the loop resets. However, the group decides to split off in order to cover more ground, with Avalon and Jarvis heading into town to see if they can discover any strange influences there. Avalon casts a sort of metallic cloud spell to attempt to track the source of this powerful time magic. It seems to point back down the road toward Bexley, which is a new lead. However, the casting takes a toll upon Avalon, taking them toward the point of exhaustion. Jarvis decides to walk as far as he can before the loop resets, hopefully with him back in his bed at the Sinclair holiday house and remembering everything that has happened, while Avalon is trotted back toward the house by a passing centaur carriage driver named Oswald. I just remembered Oswald and liked his name and thought he was fun. Bernie manages to convince Miranda to not only take a walk with him, but also to get her on board with the fact that the time loop's happening. While she is receptive to discussion, she does reiterate to him that it will take more than a day for him to repair the damage that his leaving her in America has done to their relationship. The group, minus Miranda, who's still getting ready for the tea with the Duke, because yes, that's still happening after, 2 months, and Jarvis, who is still walking the long road back to Bexley, they get a bit meta, discussing possible theories as to what the hell is happening. Have they always been in this loop, and their memories are simply magical lies? Are they perhaps a part of some all-knowing creature's simulation of life, like some sort of sick game? Shaking off these morbid thoughts, they make their plan with Bernie to finally get out of this loop the next time around, once Jarvis hopefully returns, remembering his trip back from Bexley. Jarvis, however, while attempting to speed up his trip and fly back into town, is accosted by a group of assassins who, unbeknownst to our major characters, mainly because RJ just spent a token to make his life harder, per usual here on GGK, they are headed to the hot spring to murder Avalon. Jarvis dispatches of these assassins once he learns of their quarry by offering his arm to a demonic entity. Because yes, that also happened. We left off, however, as Jarvis sped on hawk wings toward a smoke-filled Bexley, finally spotting the source of the smoke. Iron Hand Castle is alight with flames. Yeah. This music is pretty good for that. We will jump back in there. Jarvis, it is dark. It is late. And you go speeding toward Iron Hand Castle. What do you do?
He is aiming for the biggest windows and just crashing into them.
Sounds about right. I'm gonna say that he does so. We'll say that he lands front-facing windows. Appears to be some sort of large dining room, which again is engulfed in flames, as is the majority of the castle at this point. You don't spot anyone inside this room, and all you hear is the crackling and whooshing of the fire.
Fuck it. I'm gonna cast some magic.
Do it! What you casting?
It is a spell that allows him to basically perceive heartbeats through the floor.
Ooh, fun. Okay.
And
I would assume you wish for this to work.
yes.
All right. Pay a token to the ether. And I'm gonna say... the old standby. How does an unintended side effect occur?
Ooh, it boosts also other sensors, so the heat of the fire is fucking just blistering, and he can hear like the crackling of wood in his ears.
You're going like full tin eye here.
Yes.
Awesome. All right.
You fucking nerds.
It was the closest thing I can get.
What?
You got your Mistborn in my good society.
Oh yeah, because his cloak is all stringy now.
Oh yes, it 100% is.
Because it got
through
ripped
the
through the
broken
window.
glass and the flames. Your cloak in ribbons at this point. Dear God, yes, we're a bunch of fucking nerds. Anyway, You cast the spell, and very quickly, all senses heightened. The sound. If no one has been close to a very large raging fire, it's already really fucking loud. It is deafening in your ears. The heat is almost to the point you don't know if you can stand it. You feel like you may pass out. However, through all of this, you do also hear the hammering of several heartbeats nearby. Sounds like there are a few down what you would think is a hallway, and there is one up and to the west.
Are the heartbeats in the hallway like moving away, like they're running out?
They are moving away.
Cool. He's gonna try to navigate this inferno to get to the one that's up.
Marvelous. Jarvis has a demon arm now. Okay, yes, you manage it. You run on 3 legs with your gigantic
punching through
arm.
walls.
and unsurprisingly, really, the demon arm, not really. Fire doesn't seem to be an issue with the demon arm. It's interesting. Who would have thought? Managed to plow your way up a set of stairs that are crumbling behind you, up to a second flight. And this appears to be a hallway of bedrooms.
The heartbeat off to the left or right of me?
The left.
Yeah. Full panic and haste. Will fly down the hallway to that door and just smash it in with his arm.
Excellent. Smashing through the burning door. If Alex is amenable, we see a cowering and very frightened Morrigan. It appears that she's gone to a window and is trying to attempt an escape of some kind.
Who are you?
Lady Cross. We met briefly. And he'll like lower a scarf or whatever he had on him.
Morrigan vaguely remembers this individual from the Fae party.
Mr. Hawke?
Yes, let's not stand on pleasantries right now. Your house is on fire.
It's far worse than that.
Phoebe. Quickly crosses the span of the room and will offer his hand to her. His non-demon hand.
Probably for the best.
Well, let's get you out of here first and we can talk about it.
All right.
Hold on. And he will gently lift her up and proceed to start going out the window.
All right. I would like to spend my final facilitator token here. Jarvis, with, again, your very heightened, to the point of almost painfully heightened senses at this point, and in the rush and the intensity of the heat to try and help Morrigan out of this dreadful situation, you are not paying enough attention to the other heartbeats around, particularly one that started on the ground floor of this building and has very quickly made their way, what you would gather, up the side of the building and comes crashing through the same window you were attempting to exit from. If Val is amenable, I would like to say that Zachary makes his appearance at this point.
I am amenable to that.
Have Zach take that lovely last token.
Okay.
So as that happens, you hear Morgan say, "No, he's here again."
Is Zach not werewolf? Just Zach. Classic Zach.
You don't classic Zach. I would say, I mean, either just classic Zach, or maybe like hybrid form, like quasi werewolfy, but not like full blown wolf.
No, I think it's just he just crashed through a window, right? So I think he's got like the extra jointed legs right now from like it's like transformed werewolf legs, so he could leap up through the window. Comes crashing in, cloak fluttering around him, looks up, sees Jarvis. The fuck are you doing here?
I was about to wonder why it smelled like burning and wet dog.
Get out of my way.
I have to go now. He takes me every time.
I don't know what this one's talking about, but she's coming with me.
Jarvis removes his cloak and will wrap it around Morgan before shoving her out the window. It's the winged cloak.
I will spend a token to just have this kill Morgan. I know that's not what Avalon. That's not what Avalon wants. But oh my god, that would be so fucking funny. I'm not gonna do that because she's a kid, but still, like that was just the comedic moment of the two of them standing there staring at each other. She just. Ah!
I mean, how about this? How about this? This is, again, we don't want to hurt children here.
No.
Just Jarvis turns to Zachary. I thought that would work, honestly.
You can spend the token for, I mean, for just the cloak not to work, and just Morgan like falls into some bushes at the ground floor.
Yes, please.
Unharmed,
let's do that.
but the cloak did not work.
We don't have enough comedy in this. We're supposed to be a rom-com, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right. So yeah, we should do that. I will. Zach will. Do I? Who spends this token?
Up to you. I mean, you can have Zach spend it. That's fine.
If Zach spends it and Morgan gets it.
Morgan would get it. Yeah. As long as Alex is amenable to this. She will be unharmed, but she will not fly off as Jarvis intended. She will crash land into the bushes below.
God, that's just too good not to do.
I thought
I'm
that
curious
would...
what you thought was gonna happen there.
Honestly, I thought she was gonna fly away, to be fair. Just... Are you okay down there? She's fine.
Well, he made my job easier, and he leaps out the window to grab her and run off.
Jarvis is gonna leap after him.
Okay. I think we're raring up for a magic fight here.
Yeah,
Zach's probably gonna win. I don't have that many tokens left.
I mean, he's got 2, so. Zachary just, I think, leaps out the window with the enhanced werewolf legs. I would assume takes the impact fine. Wouldn't have any issues with that, considering he just jumped up here. And then sort of using the cloak that Jarvis has so thoughtfully gift wrapped his quarry in, just sort of wrapped her up, keeps her wrapped up, and goes kind of carrying the football or the rugby ball, goes trying to sprint away at preternatural speeds.
Jarvis knows how to do 3 things well. He shoots Zach.
With?
The demon arm!
You shoot him with an...
We'll get into finger gun blows him away, or attempts to.
Okay. What is shot out of the demon arm is what I'd like to know.
Molten brimstone and some sort of sulfur for propulsion.
Boy, I hated that question.
I hated asking it, but it was necessary.
Dark Souls 1, Ceaseless Discharge.
Oh, no. Okay. Okay.
So am I asking a question here?
Yes.
Yes. If I'm assuming RJ, would you like this to work?
Yeah. Actually, no. I want it not to work.
You want it not to work?
I want
Okay.
some tokens.
Okay. So, okay, you would get a token from the ether then. This isn't Zach spending one.
Okay.
But since it would affect Zach, let's why don't Val ask from the right side?
The first one on the list is how do you hurt someone important to you? But that...
There's only one person important to him right now.
Our sweet baby girl.
I don't want to do that. That's the easy choice. What I want to do is how does the magic consume or possess you, and how does it linger inside you afterwards?
I feel like this question was tailor-made for this fucking situation, if I may say
I'm pretty
so.
sure this wasn't on the list until we started the dark magics that Jarvis
And then
or
it
that
just
RJ
appeared.
has been invoking. Yeah.
If you're amenable, there is a quake in the ground that kind of stumbles Zach, and as he turns over, the flames from the house are wreathing his, Jarvis's arm and just slowly overcoming his body. There is a bestial roar as the spirit of the gun that he had contracted with takes over. And instead of shooting Zach, he wildly just starts firing into the house, into the garden, into the air.
I like that he does still hit Zach, and it causes Zach to drop Morgan, though. Since my question was not like geared towards making it not work, I think it would still be interesting for Morgan to have a chance to like run away and Zach to pursue her or something like that.
That could be part of the bargaining, sure.
So like some shrapnel hits close to Zach, and it just makes him falter.
Yeah, just sort of blows up behind him, and then he drops Morgan to the ground as he's trying to recover, wheeling around and seeing Jarvis just kind of exploding.
I think that's a pretty succinct description of it.
Distracted for a moment.
Morgan, you have been dropped as an explosion of demonic power has erupted and hit your captor.
Yeah. This is partially because Alex has only remembered that this was the thing that Morgan should have access to, but also I think in fiction, all this sudden displays of magic that have not happened in previous loops, Morgan remembers that Avalon gave her a panic button at some point to press.
Yes.
So, with some very bruised limbs, she fumbles for that and will pull it out and attempt to activate it.
I love it. Have Morgan spend a token. I'm assuming she wants this to work.
Yes, very much so.
And since she is contacting Avalon, Val, from the left, if you please.
I lost my sheet. Hold on. Where'd it go? There's so many of them. Okay. From the left. How does a faction take an interest in or exception to your actions? I don't know. I was maybe imagining like interception, extra like effect. I'm trying to remember what Avalon exactly gave Morgan. I remember Avalon giving Morgan something.
I could dig through my notes, but
I
don't
want
remember
to
if it's like
say
it was a ring.
It was a ring, and I want to say it was either silver or copper.
Yeah, something. I do remember the basic premise is that she could use it to like send a message to Avalon.
I'm trying to remember if it was that or if it was some kind of like summon Avalon there spell.
I'm gonna
You're
need
spending
to
the token.
play back the tape.
Play back.
I mean, how long do we want to give me to look through my notes?
Well, what's more interesting for the situation, like Avalon being able to immediately teleport to this event, I assume at this point going forward, unless the magic is only going to be one use, despite the time reset. Assuming we don't solve everything right now.
Weiss in chat says it was like a life alert ring.
Yeah, so I think it's probably more just
Yeah.
a way to let Avalon know, like,
That she's in danger.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I think better because it gets that way. Jessamine isn't just like stuck at the hot springs. Like, what's going on?
Well, I was also about to say, to get savvy in here, I mean, I'm assuming the Baroness was here at her home when it erupted in flames. So if the Baroness wants to get in on any of this, Savvy, you just let us know.
But also, just on the note of leaving Jessamine there, she would be there with Bernie, and as we have previously established, Jessamine is very horny for Bernie today, so the other two are fighting for their lives.
If everyone
and-
else were to run and fight, you know, the good fight, Bernie and Jessamine could definitely still enjoy themselves back at the holiday house. So
Get you a girl who can do both.
just throwing it out there again. We'll resolve this. So if the Baroness wants to get on this, Savvy, you're welcome to.
Okay, so I guess still got to figure out how does a faction take an interest in or exception to your actions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are we going with the teleport?
No, I think it's just a message.
Okay.
But I think perhaps maybe subconsciously Avalon partially encoded this using like Arcanum Populi magics, and so they are aware that like one of their spell signatures has been used.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
If we're cool with that, then we get a really quick cut scene of a hooded figure receiving like a spidey sense of something very strange going on and attributing it in some way to Avalon. I'm cool with that. However, more immediately, Avalon back at the holiday house, I'm assuming still just face forward on a chaise lounge somewhere, attempting. I'm trying to like visualize them like face down, trying to still drink wine.
Yeah,
like,
well,
from,
this is
from the belly.
There's a
position.
straw.
This is the end of the day, so where we had left off last time with Avalon was in bed,
Yes.
and currently flopped out, starfished out on the bed. So, yeah, maybe like I was thinking whether it would be. I think that drags out the point too much. Yeah. So, like, what does Morgan say, or what's the message that comes through?
Valley, the manor is on fire. There's a werewolf who's been kidnapping me every day for the past 2 months, but today Mr. Hawke is here. I don't understand, but I only just remembered the spell you gave me. Please come save me.
Avalon just jolts out of bed, ignoring the pain. and I think just goes running down the hall and starts kicking open doors to get Jessamine and Bernie aware of what's going on. It's Morgan. Morgan. She's the source of this. She's being attacked.
What?
She's being attacked. She's just sent me a message, and it's she says something about a werewolf, and Jarvis is there, and Jarvis is going to find the source of what's going on, and is currently trying to rescue my sister, who we have to
Werewolf.
go. Yes.
I think we know what this is about.
Warned
Do
him. I told him. Dibs on his pelt. We're
Let's hope
going.
we're on the way.
Why is there a werewolf in my home?
It's Jarvis's brother. I don't know why he's there. Told him I was going to kill him before. Definitely going to kill him now.
The brother who's trying to kill me.
Yes, that one.
Great. We have to go. Please. Flying, whatever we can do. I don't know what spells you people can. Please go now.
Miranda trots down the hall as she's also here. I'm sorry, what? Someone needs to fly?
We need to be back in Bexley now.
Or teleport. Or
Ah.
some sort of dimensional rift.
You could draw
I
us a
don't know.
circle, but it will take some time.
I don't know about any of that, but I could turn us all into birds.
What's going to take longer? Drawing the circle or turning to a bird and flying all the way back to Bexley?
By the way, the crow flies. Take about an hour.
The birds is probably a better option. We can talk about the ramifications of human transmutation later.
It's quite natural. I mean, I've done it several times. I mean, you see
Yes,
yourself.
yes,
You
we're
just,
It is
good.
tell that to
Miranda,
most of
let's
my
go.
family.
right,
who's
right.
in
Of course.
hiding.
Okay, talk. We can still talk while we're birds. All right. You all see some really fun, cool magic of Miranda's. I don't think you all have seen Miranda cast magic before. You see like just almost spectral vines flying out of her fingertips as she closes her eyes and sort of makes a whirling motion, and you're all engulfed in sparkly green, and you are turned into birds. If you'd like, you can tell me what kind of bird.
A raven.
Excellent. Bernie, what are you?
Is it too on the nose to make him a bald eagle?
Fucking bald eagle. No, it's
God.
not. It's perfect. I hate it, but yes, it makes sense.
The ugliest fucking bird.
The worst fucking bird.
Just don't look them
Shoe
straight
bill.
on.
Jessamine?
Jessamine's a kestrel.
Excellent.
What
which is a
color is the
ginger bird of
kestrel?
prey. Kestrels are ginger.
I was just
usually.
gonna
They are.
just
No.
referencing one of
No.
our last.
Don't ruin my
series. Okay.
thing. Don't.
Okay.
I didn't ruin your thing.
All right.
Miranda turns herself into a peregrine falcon. Very fast. And magically, because it's magic, the peregrine falcon turns to the rest of you and says, all right, well, let's get going. Shit, no one opened a window, did they? Fuck. Just as this falcon starts hopping down the stairs. Attempts to open a door or a window to release you all into the night to fly. Back at the flaming Iron Hand Castle, brothers face off as Morgan attempts to flee.
Having trouble there, brother.
Just a yell of rage at Zachary.
Like a multi-tonal yell, a demonic scream.
I think turns back. So Morgan is just running right now.
More of a limp, but
sees her and says, I'm gonna let you deal with that, and I'm gonna go do what I came here to do. Okay? Have fun. Turns around, starts moving away.
There is a light that comes from behind Zachary. And if you do peek, Jarvis is charging something up that's big. And it's a very guttural, "You're not getting away from me, son."
Did you just call me son? You do realize I'm your older brother, right?
I shoot him again.
Demon shot.
But I'm gonna make this one fail because I want to bank some tokens.
All right.
This seems like the chance to.
Take another token. Val, pick from the right.
How is the effect of this act of magic completely different to that intended?
Ooh.
We don't get to play with the right side very
I
often.
know, I
This
wish
is
we got the
fun.
right side more.
Instead of the laser-like beam that Jarvis always shoots out, there is a small yellow orb that appears over him, and as he stretches out a hand towards it, it slowly starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's gonna be a while before we can let this one loose.
I wouldn't say that's completely different enough.
More?
I want something more.
Okay. God, I had a funny one for how do you hurt someone important to you?
Again, we're playing with time looping and stuff, so we could get real serious with this. What if you go completely
Ape shit.
no, completely like Majin Buu series Vegeta and just like detonate,
Ooh.
self-destruct.
Okay,
Take
I got
out like everything within like a quarter mile.
Except for Morgan, who managed to run the quarter mile.
Yes, Morgan limps the quarter mile and survives. Because
So I want to
sweet baby.
rephrase that. You do see that yellow orb in his hand that gets to about the size of a pomegranate, and the arm that has now formed into a dog head comes up and snaps it off the air. And Jarvis just glows white hot before there is a expulsion of power.
All right. So we're going to do a couple little smash cuts here. Morgan, who has been racing as fast as she's ever raced in her life, as far away from her home as possible. We see a shot of Morgan as she is running. And she gets the full-blown, dope as hell action movie explosion behind her as she leaps into the air and falls flat on her face, unharmed. But getting a little bit of the blowback from the explosion, we get a smash cut of Zachary, who had been running toward her, looking back. I don't know. Give us a pithy one-liner, Zach, before you're exploded.
I think he's just because he was so like chase after her, turned around, had that exchange, sees Jarvis blow up, and I think as just like the light is getting like incredibly bright, he's just staring into it. I think it's just completely like placid facial expression, just oh fuck, and then
to a smash cut of our intrepid heroes attempting to fly as birds as fast as possible toward Bexley. And even as far away as they still are, from their high vantage point in the air, in the darkness of this late evening into early morning at this point, they see a white hot light emit from the direction of Bexley, and a mushroom cloud races toward them. And as it covers them all, Jarvis, you shoot up in bed, but not your own bed, not back at the lab, not at the college. Back in your bed at the holiday house. Now, we do need to resolve the fact of the sort of mirror magic as well that Jarvis cast earlier in that day. So perhaps this might not do. There we go. Jarvis, this is not that you remember everything. This is that you remember everything instantaneously in that one moment upon waking. Your brain is scrambled, to say the very least. Not just this one past loop. All 50 of these loops come racing toward you at once, inside your head. And you know what? Weiss is right. It would be a great time for a monologue. Unfortunately, Jarvis has already monologued for this this particular round. But I don't know, someone in chat.
Like monologue token is like fucking down.
Luckily for chat, this game is pay to win.
I imagine it comes to him as a crippling migraine.
Yeah, like not just the pain, but like this is beyond even like light sensitivity or even like the aura of light sensitivity. This is a migraine within a migraine.
Pulling the blankets over his head and just curling up for some time. Trying to focus.
This is about the time that Bernie, you would also awake. Your last memory being a bald eagle enveloped in a mushroom cloud, and then you are awake in your bed.
Similar, bolting upright. Right. And I think expecting, remembering what Jarvis has said and done, and obviously he has the most interesting things to possibly tell, goes to Jarvis's room, does a perfunctory knock at the door, but opens. I don't know how Jacqueline reacts to Bernie bursting into the room.
Jacqueline sort of woke up when Jarvis stirred, but kind of rolled over to kind of give him a pet, it's okay, the nightmare. And then Bernie Big Bird busts through the door. What are you doing?
Swear to God, if that is not housekeeping, I'm going to choose someone's head off.
There are no servants. Jacqueline, sorry, things are going to be very confusing for you for a minute.
Bernard,
Jarvis,
use your inside voice, please.
I am not decent. Could you please leave and try that one more time? Preferably
nothing
with
I haven't
more
seen
time
before.
Between knocking. Excuse me.
Closes the door. Knox.
Just a moment, please.
Darling, you should just leave him out there, please, for the love of God.
Well, apparently he needs to speak to you quite desperately. Can't imagine what about. Gets out of bed, throws on her clothes on the floor from the night before.
Very tired, very almost robotic movements, shirt, trousers. Bernard, welcome, please come in.
Bernie is also, just in underwear. He did not take the time to get dressed, assuming things are far too important for such trivial matters as clothes.
Overt staring, just like, yep, okay, all right. Yep.
So, do you remember anything?
Well, first I have to sign for that package, but you have to be a bit more specific.
Well, this is certainly different from how other times have gone. What happened?
I'm sorry.
Jacqueline has seated herself at the vanity and is trying to do her hair, but like looking at both of you through the mirror, like, this is interesting. Okay.
Jarvis leans on the threshold and then looks at his hand. Well, that's stuck.
Did it?
Did we?
We had discussed pre-stream. Did someone want to
I'll spend that goddamn token.
What are you spending the token on, Val?
Well, I want to spend this token to carry forward the effect that we had for the negative magic before about it possessing him and all that sort of stuff. So Jarvis with a permanently possessed arm sounds like great times.
Are you amenable to this?
I already
Jarvis?
took the token. Let's roll with it.
This is
Wow.
taken.
This conversation feels like a great time to point out the chat has redeemed a mini
A
monologue for
Chat
Jarvis.
coming through.
Yes,
Yes,
chat.
chat. Who did it?
So you just
G?
do that whenever you're ready.
G, you're the best. We love you, G. Yes. Participation.
So when was it redeemed? Was it mid-berserk or is waking up?
As you were waking up.
As I was waking up? Okay.
Oh,
I kind of feel like it's dealer's choice.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, you could totally do leaning your arm on the entryway and realizing that you have a demon arm attached instead. I mean, that's a
Huh.
pretty good spot too.
Well, fancy that. Some magics do carry over in the timeline. Oh god, I punched Bernie. And it healed. That was hilarious. Sorry. Rifling through over 3 months? What the fuck, Bernard? You know, there's some things that need to be said, and I'm probably going to say them. But you know what? Let's deal with a few things first. 1, Zachary's still an asshole. 2, Morgan is being targeted. Oh shit, the assassins. Well, yesterday was very informative after all. We've got to break this fucking curse. Like ASAP. If I have to remember being here any longer, I'm going to probably blow this house up. So, Bernard.
Finishing up taking down the notes, but kind of looking at the arm as well. That's new.
It's my tennis playing arm.
Don't play tennis, but
How dare you? You haven't gotten even to know me. I am a... No, I don't play tennis.
I would have gotten the chance if you all hadn't told me to get out of this loop sooner.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit sooner because 1, Morgan's in danger.
Right, yeah, she sent a message to Avalon, and we were flying to Bexley as birds, and then Bexley exploded?
Let's not worry about the small details. 2, there are assassins after Avalon.
Of course there are, okay. What else?
3, my brother Zach can go halfsies on the werewolf form and was the one trying to steal Morgan away.
Okay,
Oh,
yep.
Love, by the way, walks over. So we're in a time loop.
Right. There have been better ways we've told you about this. But
I fought with my brother and some assassins, and I kind of gave my arm up to a demonic spirit. Don't get mad.
I was just really hoping that this was some sort of strange self-insertion fan fiction you were both writing. This is
no,
real.
though I am going to have to adapt some of this for work later.
Jarvis raises his hand. This wasn't there last night, love.
No, it was not. I feel like I would have remembered that.
Turns to Bernie. By the way, I think I died yesterday.
Well, if you did, at least we know that you come back from dying in the time loops. So, yay. But that also probably sucked for you.
It just went all white, honestly.
Okay.
I thought my grandmother was calling.
Okay, we should probably get the others for this, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes. She like busts out of the fucking vanity where she was, goes like running down the hallway, just starts beating on doors. Wake up! We're in a time loop. Get dressed. Wake up! Time to get up. We're in a time loop. We're fucked. Get dressed.
Whose bedroom am I in?
Either your own or Avalon's, because you
If
didn't
it's
make
the
it to Bernie's yet.
I was gonna
She
say, if
asked
this
so
is the
casually.
morning, then it would have been Avalon's from the night before.
Oh, right.
Mm.
You're right. I couldn't remember. Whoops.
You were all awoken to Jacqueline banging on your door, yelling about a time loop.
Did she say time loop?
Yes, I believe she did.
Fuck is a time loop?
Well, strictly speaking, it's a little known but possible magical phenomenon in which a certain piece of time repeats itself over and over again like in a loop. Generally, it's curse. No one really does that on purpose.
I feel like
I suppose
know
except
if
people
I
that are trying to
was-
take advantage of that to maybe learn a new skill or get to know someone, that sort of thing.
I feel like I'd know if I was in a time loop.
Well, see, that's the thing about time loops is that when they reset, generally you don't remember.
At this point, Bernie sticks his head in. Yes,
Then
she's
let's-
right. We're in a time loop. Nice, nice. Get dressed, get breakfast. We have things to discuss.
Jarvis walks past him holding a hand over an eye.
Oh, it's nothing you haven't seen before.
I hated that you
I said that to her, and she was much more upset about it.
just
I
walks
hate
back
that.
to the door.
I love it.
I'd like the illusion, please.
We are twins. We are not the same person. And please tell me how many times I've said that in this goddamn loop.
At
Probably
least
every day if I had to
17.
guess.
Oh, I'm waking Miranda to be back. Goes downstairs.
Should I just go back to sleep?
No, you're going to want to be up for this.
Oh, good, you're still here.
All of you Brits and your decency turns around. But
At this point, it's a habit.
yes. But one of the ways I explained to you that you're in a time loop, Jess, is I am more than familiar with what's there. Sorry, things are a bit hectic this morning. We learned some things in the last loop. I really should wait until you're dressed for this, but Morgan is in danger.
Morgan's in danger.
Oh yeah.
We have some time, but not much.
It-
Right.
We should go.
Get dressed.
Explain, please.
I'll cue you in how we normally do the time loops, and then we'll get you breakfast and water because it's a headache.
You can skip me for what it's worth. I believe you.
And so we come together, somewhat dressed. Maybe Bernie's still in his underwear. I don't know. You tell me. The whole house is assembled. You fill everyone in the various ways that we've accrued over, I think, coming on 60 loops now. You're all in. You're in a time loop. Morgan is in danger.
Has everything been explained at this point? Can we go forward with that assumption? Okay.
Yes. I will say, depending on if you all want to keep things as is, you can go do your perfunctory visit with the Duke, and then it's still early in the morning.
Yes. So, Jessamine and Avalon coming back from their brunch with the Duke, and Avalon just dropping all pretense, walking through the door and saying, "So your werewolf brother is attempting to kidnap my sister and assassinate me with a group of brigands currently en route to this hot spring."
You sound shocked.
Maybe a little.
Jarvis has a blackboard set up in the foyer, and he's just writing on it.
And the fuck happened to your arm?
Well, I killed the brigands on my way to Bexley.
So they're dead?
Not in the last timeline they are. In this one, they're still coming.
Why do you know about all the time loops?
He used some magic to tie himself into me, though it seems like you got a killer headache out of it.
Mm-hmm. Nothing I haven't dealt with before. I just need, like, a fifth of absinthe.
Miranda has just been staring around at all of you, like ping-ponging between.
Yeah.
She walks over to the bar and pours you some absinthe.
Jessamine, if you think you'll remember some details of Avalon's childhood that you have no reason to know. Avalon, if you think you'll remember the embarrassing things I do this afternoon at the Duke's, which aren't going to happen this time because we'll be busy.
Yes.
Why couldn't I remember something fun? Hold on. No, I've changed my mind. This is fun.
Oh, please. All right, we need to go. Now. Right now. Right now.
No, we need a plan before we go.
We can plan on the way, right? We have limited time to get there before...
Yes, and I would preferably have a plan and then find a shorter way of getting there. We can all use magical means of transport.
I mean, I can turn some on the birds.
Now that's something.
We did. We were doing that last time when he blew himself up and things kind of reset.
I
do feel before we turn into birds, we should talk about the ramifications of human transmutation.
Yes, that's a bit funky, as they say.
It's very natural. I do it all the time.
I mean, tell that to most of my family who's in hiding because of rumors that we were doing it. We weren't.
You turned me into a frog.
I'd said most of us weren't.
Well, it would be better.
My sister has been tormented by a werewolf kidnapper assassin for the past 3 months. Can we please move this along?
Speaking about that, maybe you should try sending her, like, message-wise to reassure her that we're coming.
I was going to say, at about this time, Morgan is probably, now that she's remembered to do this, you get the ping from her of Morgan trying to contact you.
Well, it's too late for that now. Because I was going to say, would she just do that first thing in the morning and cut Avalon having to figure out all this time loop stuff? But we might get there at the next cycle if this goes again.
Homegirl stays up all night reading without supervision.
Yeah.
He's not awake.
That's fair. I like that. She doesn't even wake up until the late afternoon. Is it the same message as before?
no, it's slightly different, but just Valley, I don't know if you're getting this, but I remembered that you gave me this spell, and things are going to go terribly wrong in Bexley. There's a fire. I'm still not sure how it starts, but I've been reliving the same day for 2 months, and at the end of it, a werewolf comes and tries to steal me away. But last time it was different. Mr. Hawke was there, but he blew up, and then it reset. Please get back here.
All right. There's the message from Morgan.
Can you answer her?
No, it's not how it works.
Is there a way we can contact her? Because she should hide, and I have an idea.
Jarvis pulls out his stinky cheeseman origami.
I don't need anything from you.
You kept
Yes.
him.
Yes.
We can send her. I can prepare the spell to send her a message back. What are we doing? What should I tell her?
Well, they're looking for a young noblewoman. I worked in your home and have friends there. There are many places she can hide where they won't look for her, and if they do, they won't ever find her. If you can, tell her surreptitiously to go down to the kitchens, find Ophelia. Do you know which of your servants I speak of?
I don't, but she probably does.
Tall, black hair. Very loud.
That's Ophelia. Why did I think her name was Philippa? Doesn't matter. Yes.
Philippa's blonde.
Oh.
Are we doing the bird thing or what?
Explains why she was so cross with me.
Tell her to find
Wow.
Ophelia. And that I've sent her and that she needs a hiding place.
Right. All right.
She'll know what that means. There are many places your servants go when your mother is especially cross.
Eh.
I feel like we've really underutilized the pun with my name for the first 20 episodes of this.
Well,
Right.
for the first 6 months, I was afraid of being fired, so...
Avalon, if I'll spend a token if this is token worthy, to send a message. Or do I take a token and have it go to someone else?
Idea.
Instead.
High chaos taking token.
Yes.
All right, take it,
Right,
token.
Corvo.
And I guess depending on who it is supposed to go to,
So it was supposed to go to Morgan, so
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, sure. Alex, pick from the right.
It goes to Zachary. What the fuck is this?
I think.
Oh no, I was just I loved Savannah's idea with it going to the Baroness, but I'm open.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I think. How does this
That was
act of magic go disastrously out of control?
Why?
I feel like Mom finding out about this is pretty disastrously out of control. Because Zach finds out about it, nothing changes. Mom finds out about it, shit's about to go down. So I'm gonna say that that Mama gets the message instead.
I love it. If everyone is amenable to this, then Avalon, what message intended for Morrigan is received unexpectedly by a less favorable member of their family?
Morgan, I'm so glad you're safe. Please, go to the kitchens, find Ophelia. Jessamine says that she can help. have to stay out of sight. If the werewolf finds you, we're going to be there as quickly as possible to save you, alright? And whatever you do, don't let Mother know about all this. I'm sure it's only going to make things worse. I love you.
Smash cut 2. The Baroness. I don't know. Is she alone in bed? I mean, her current...
Absolutely not.
Her current vampiric paramour is away on business. But yeah, you know. Baroness gonna do what Baroness gonna do.
The real question is how many people are in bed with her right now.
That's for me to know.
Please form a line as you leave.
It was a terrible impression. She would never say please.
I'm sorry.
Well, there are a cavalcade of things to unpack there. Oh dear. You. Whatever your name is.
It's Matilda, Mom.
Right. Send for Ophelia.
Pulls on something to be presentable and scurries out of the room. With that going on, our intrepid major characters. Birds?
Oh, Avalon, by the way, if it's any consolation, I believe the ensuing blast that happened last night probably killed your mother.
Well, that's a pleasant thought.
I doubt it. It's a myth that witches can be burned.
Well, at least be fun to try.
Yes, and that is a disservice to witches everywhere to soil their name with the Baroness's company.
Oh, well done.
All right, so we're bypassing the assassins that are on the way via bird spell.
Hopefully.
All right, we arrive at Ironhand Castle, and then what?
Grab your sister and get out of there?
Yes, take it elsewhere.
Hold on. If we are all still stuck in this time loop, it's going to happen again consistently for the next God knows how long.
Well, would the assumption be that if we get Morg into safety, that this stops?
If she's the center of it, disrupting her timeline would assumedly disrupt the rest of them. I assume killing your brother won't do any good.
Oh, it'll do me a world of good.
Well, assuming he'll come back.
Right.
Might that not be therapeutic to get to kill your brother again and again and again and again?
I want to put him in the ground and let him stay there. I don't want to be cruel.
Yeah.
Anyway, birds. Round of love.
One moment. We know where he's going to be. We know who he's going to look for. If we don't deal with him now, he's just going to keep trying. So, we should set a trap for him. Correct?
Back the way to Morgan's room.
We get your sister to safety and set up a decoy? I presume either Jessamine or myself would be more than happy to assist, although don't know if I'm supposed to be anywhere near your house, considering I went to prison for supposed attempt on your mother's life.
Yes, that does seem like a bad idea. We are the smallest. I could do it.
You have every reason to be there. You do work there.
Did you excuse that you were away tending to someone sick for a while?
Well, it was only supposed to be for a bit, for like a death in the family sort of
Right.
thing.
But you've established
And
that you were here to visit the Duke, correct?
yes, we did this morning.
So your bases are covered.
Well, the Baroness only sees me like once a week anyway, so it's not really her I'm worried about. For once.
Right.
All right. So we get the young lady to safety and insert Jess in her place and wait for the werewolf that is your brother. It's still very difficult to understand Zach is a werewolf. It's fine. All right.
You're telling me.
I'm just very surprised that the brute, didn't like strike all of you that way. This is what's surprising to you?
I always thought more of like a Frankenstein, the lurching. No, that's Frankenstein's monster, forgive me.
Miranda just
You did
grabs a
read the book.
fistful of her hair. Birds!
Birds.
Birds, yes, darling.
Similar to Bernie, only wave of natural energies. Y'all birds. Same birds. Jarvis, what kind of bird are you?
Red-tailed hawk.
Duh, of course. Why did I even ask? And
What's
you
Jacqueline?
fly. Oh yeah, Jacqueline too. Jacqueline. Well, they're twins. She probably thought the same thing as Jessamine. And then gets annoyed. You are always copying me.
We're not the same person.
Jarvis hops past. One of you has to change.
Oh, damn it. Did anyone open a window? Oh, well. Oh, down the stairs.
Would Bernie have remembered this time?
Why are you
No,
all
because it's funnier.
hopping? Wings do function indoors.
I don't know, it seemed natural.
Nothing about this is natural.
I would argue it's the most natural given Miranda's particular brand of magic compared
He's a
to the rest of
hawk.
ours.
Miranda manages to open the door with her beak. Flies out, just yelling, I'm leaving all of y'all behind if you don't hurry the hell up. You fly.
Plotter.
Jarvis, you can probably avoid the assassins that are on their way, knowing the direction they were coming from.
And since no one's home, he doesn't have to stop off, so. His friend gets to live today.
Today, his other friend Jimothy. Dear God, we're making the Jimothy shirt. I put it on the list. Anyway, again, as the crow flies, as one of you is actually a crow, raven. As the raven flies, you make your way back toward Bexley. It's still late morning at this point. And Bexley is as you left it. It's striking homes, the lovely quaint town, and the imposing, majestic, towering castle that is Ironhand awaits you. Do you fly in as birds? Do you land and come in as yourselves?
Avalon, if it wasn't already part of the plan, would suggest maybe they show up as themselves, returning from their business and trying to at least, like, maybe stir the guards to be a little more present than they have been in the prior loops.
That's fair. And you can all still talk as birds, obviously, too. So you can plan on the way if necessary. So the rest of you fly to the roof while Avalon lands and returns to their regular form.
Did I also
Avalon
return
after-
as me?
Certainly not together.
Right, I'll just go in through my window.
Jarvis is like wrapping his arm up in like a shredded blanket he pocketed. So, plan. There's a fire that gets started down here, you know that?
Yes, that
Yes.
would be interesting to know where and how. I'm assuming it has something to do with Zachary.
Well, based on what Avalon said, Morgan said she doesn't know how it starts, but Zachary arrives while everything's on fire. Again, as far as she knows.
Well, hopefully most of us are not here when it begins.
I would just like to very briefly put forward the possibility that all of us sort of existing outside of the time loop now and showing up at this part of the time loop that we really shouldn't have been in could be, well, potentially disastrous.
How so?
But if you end up somewhere you're not supposed to be in time, imagine turning a corner and seeing yourself, or knowing that a fire was started and then suddenly finding yourself at the scene of where it starts.
Okay,
Time
but
magic
us-
is tricky. The
Are you saying
trickiest.
We could be the ones that started the fire, even though we weren't technically there?
Everything's possible.
No, we didn't start the fire.
you know, it's always going to be burning. But I believe, based on my experience with this time loop, we're not going to run into ourselves anywhere else.
Oh no, I don't think that. I just be careful of your magical meddling.
Yeah.
That's-
Also, if this is the point at which we do break the time loop, this is the last run. You make a mistake here and it's fatal, that's it, no going back.
So try not to die in this one.
But perhaps no standing on tables and wild confessions of love either.
I mean, everyone keeps telling me it's a bad idea, but I still thought it was worth a shot.
And now you're stuck in a time loop.
What the hell are y'all talking about?
No.
We do have some time to kill. Perhaps, Miranda, if you would indulge me, we could have a brief conversation.
Well, when
So
you
I'm
preface it like that, of course, I'm
Yes.
delighted.
I am going to leave, as much as it pains me to do so, and go in through my window. Can I reverse your magics, or do you have any sort of lock
Oh
and
no,
key on
yeah,
this?
you can do it. Just
Wonderful.
concentrate on your regular form.
I'm gonna go check in with Heidi to see if she's heard anything.
Excellent idea. Wonderful work on the birds, by the way. Very impressive.
Oh, well, thank you. I do it all the time, and I don't do it to anybody that doesn't want to, if that's a concern.
I'd love to pick your brain later,
Sure.
provided we remember this conversation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Have we had this conversation before?
No.
Maybe.
No, this one hasn't happened yet.
We went through so many loops and no one informed me that there were people out there just willy-nilly performing human transmutation without consequences.
I always understood it as more polymorphism and less transmutation, but maybe that's
Well,
semantics.
They really exist under the same umbrella. It's like you don't know me at all, Bernard.
I didn't get the time. You all told me to fix this before I could get to know you all as much as I wanted.
As this goes on, Avalon, you've returned as yourself.
A bunch of birds bickering on the roof.
You have put your guards on further guard. Sure, we'll go with that.
Just like it says something about like I heard there was there was a disruption in town. I'm worried that it might make its way this way. Be on extra.
Can we spend a token to quickly do rumors and scandals and spread a rumor that there's an arsonist?
Well, hold on. We can use the rumors
Lord.
that have. Let's see if there's one that's applicable here.
That might fit.
Yeah. Let's see. There's Arcanum Populi Assassins.
The Church Inquisitors, maybe?
Ooh, the
The
Church
Hawke family
Inquisitors
is
can be
mobilizing
fun.
in heretofore unforeseen numbers and strength. That one's
Now-
almost true.
No,
It's basically true.
We can spend the mechanic for using the rumors is that we spend them like a token to make the thing happen, or
Exactly, to make it factual.
Okay,
So yeah,
so
the Hawke family one wouldn't work because it hasn't been spread yet,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I don't think anything's
But-
really worked because we know about what the cause is. I guess unless we want to add that there's more to it than just Zachary here.
Up to y'all.
Why would the Inquisitors be attacking? Well, so the assassins.
They're just hunting down magical
One.
practitioners.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And the Crosses are one of the most esteemed magical practitioning families in the
I've seen
town.
Castlevania. They are just gonna walk up and set the house on fire.
Okay, yeah, let's go with that one.
I like it. Done and done.
Well, that one hadn't been spread yet, actually.
Aw, damn!
Now that I'm looking
Well.
at it.
The Hawke family one would
That's-
no, that doesn't work either.
That's fine. I'm just gonna. I mean, if it needs to be a token, I'll spend a token. But Avalon's
Do
just
it.
telling
Listen,
me.
we tried to use the rules.
We did try to use the rules, but you know what? Rule of cool. Fuck it. Yes.
Avalon just spends a token to mobilize the guards to hopefully keep this, about the fire. There's an arsonist that's been going through town. And then calmly heads up to Morgan's room.
Oh, we need reunion music.
Yes, come in.
Morgan?
Sorry! And she just ducks you tackles you at the door in a hug.
Just punches you in the face.
I mean, throws her full 14-year-old self at you.
Right. Then I'm glad you're okay. You're okay,
Got
right?
my message?
Yes. Yes, I did. Did you get mine?
No, I didn't.
That's not good. So you didn't speak with Ophelia then?
No, I've
Alright.
just. Why would I speak with Ophelia? I mean, she's a lovely servant, but what does she have to do with all this?
Right. You just need to listen to me, and we're going to keep you safe, right? I'm still trying to understand all of this time business, so you remember everything that's been happening?
Yes, I do every day for the past 2 months. But how do you know about the time loop?
Well, partially because of your message, and also because Bernard was able to remember it somehow. I'm not really sure on the details. Also, Jarvis remembers, but I think that has something to do with his arm. I'm, again, not sure.
His arm was very scary when he was here yesterday.
Right.
And that's wonderful that Bernie knew. I was writing him letters. I tried to send him a letter, and you a letter as well, but of course they didn't make it to you.
Yes.
I think she'll drag you over to her writing desk where she had started to write the letter, as she has been doing every day.
Well, no, we didn't receive it because most of us weren't aware of what's going on and didn't know this had been going on for so long. Anyway, we just need to get you to safety. We have a plan. We're going to deal with the werewolf and the fire, hopefully. Did you see anything else odd besides the werewolf?
Would Morgan have, or is this something I would need to spend a token for her to have seen anything?
I will say this. I will let you establish what has happened each day.
I think it's kind of been established. Without her primary tutor there, Morgan stayed up way too late reading last night, and so has only recently woken up. But has had to do some perfunctory lessons with other tutors. But it's also the weekend, so she's given a fair amount of leisure time, which is probably spent, wandering the gardens, reading more books, and eventually, probably around dinner time, she's back in her room, changing into the dinner outfit after spending too much time outside, when the, alarm goes off and things start kicking off. So she knows that it's around supper time that things happen, but she hasn't been able to figure out exactly where, despite, I think she's tried, but given that, again, her primary caretaker is gone, I think the Baroness has taken more of an interest than usual in directing Morgan's day, so she hasn't had that much leeway to get around and try discovering things.
All right. Well, we're going to see what we can find. Let's get you downstairs. We'll find Ophelia. Jessamine says that she can find a place for you to hide while everything is happening.
Why can't we just leave?
Well, we can, but if we leave and the bad person who is coming to get you is able to get away, they're just going to try this again. And I don't know if time will continue to reset the next time this happens, so you could end up in far more danger than you've been in.
Okay.
Right. Come on, let's go see if we can find her. Tall one, black hair. All right.
You don't know which one Ophelia is?
I have trouble with faces.
Oh, Valley. And she will start leading you to the kitchens.
Yeah, so we'll go find Ophelia. Assuming she has been murdered by the Baroness.
As has been established earlier this morning, Ophelia had been in the kitchens preparing for breakfast when she was summoned to the Baroness's chambers. How'd that go for Ophelia? Oh, hey, Jasper the Talking Cat came too.
He's here.
He's here. He hitched a ride.
I think she was pretty heavily interrogated.
But knowing absolutely nothing would answer in the negative to pretty much everything and get very desperate to leave the situation, given that the Baroness is very scary.
If she's convincing enough, the Baroness wouldn't lock her up for a while for fun, but
It's Ophelia. She's desperate.
yeah, it's probably pretty convincing. It wasn't fun. Hey, can you not?
But has been released back to her duties.
Eventually released. They
Right.
probably have to look around for her for a while.
I was gonna say, yeah. They make their way to the kitchens. And Morrigan realizes that Ophelia is not, over the stove where she normally would be. But
Do we-
eventually, yeah,
So we
I
don't
would
run
say,
into the Baroness at any point during our...
In the kitchens?
Well, while we're searching the house for her.
I was gonna say you went in, you look around for her, and as you're about to leave and maybe see if she's like, in the dining room or something, she comes into the kitchens looking like she just saw a ghost or a murder or a ghost murder or something.
Ophelia?
Oh, my lad. Good morning. Did you need something? You didn't need to come to the kitchens. I will take care of it for you.
Calm down. It's a personal matter. Are you quite all right?
I'm fine. I just finished having a conversation with your mother.
Oh,
Oh dear.
do you need a drink?
Yes, I think I might. Please.
Right.
Morgan will go and start trying to prepare, obviously knowing nothing, just seeing if she can get away with it.
No, I've got it.
Oh.
Pours her a glass of
Sherry.
sherry. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. Here you are.
Thank you. Her hands are shaking.
What did my mother want?
I'm not sure. She wanted to know why I might conspire with Morrigan this morning. I had no idea. I was just preparing breakfast as usual. She asked if I received any messages, either from you or anyone else, and when I said I had no idea what she was talking about, she let me go.
Oh no. Morrigan?
Yes?
You're certain you did not receive a message from me this morning?
No, I had no idea you were coming back.
Well, that's not good. Ophelia, would you please do me a favor?
Of course, my lad.
Right. Morrigan needs to spend the day away from Mother and the stresses of... She needs to have some fun. Could you find someplace private, quiet, for the two of you to spend the evening around supper time?
All right. I have kitchen duty at supper. But Morgan, I need just the place. Come with me. And she shall head to the back of the kitchens, where some of the entrances to the servants' quarters are. She will open a door, head past like the servants' like dining room area, like where they hang out in the kitchens to have their meals. And she'll go to a door. Avalon, you're pretty sure you don't even know where the hell this door goes. You didn't know this was back here. And she will knock and then quickly open the door, and you see several of your servants. There's a small like card table, and there's a little bit of a window down at this lower floor, and it just kind of looks to be like a little like a game room almost, kind of a servant's break room, if you will. They look up a little frightened to see the Laird coming in. They all stand very quickly and bow.
No.
You needing something, my lad? So sorry, we're on break. We finished our chores for the morning.
How long has this room been here?
It's always been here, my lad.
Are you sure?
Yes, my lad. Ophelia, what? We're just bringing Morrigan in, and if anyone asks, she's not here.
Yes.
All right. Is that all right, my lad?
Yes, please. Under my orders, make sure that nobody knows that she's here. If you hear any commotion coming from inside the house or anywhere else, please take her out back. All right?
Are you expecting a commotion, my lad?
Potentially.
Oh, we swear it'll be done.
Right. All right. Morgan, stay here.
What will you be doing? And are the others here?
They are. They're nearby. They're looking out for you. So you need to do your part and stay quiet, stay out of sight.
All right. And she'll just go in and give you a hug again.
There. It's going to be all right. It's all going to be over very soon. Okay? You're not going to have to live this day again.
The servants most certainly heard you say that, but being very good servants, don't say a goddamn thing. Ophelia will put an arm around Morrigan. Morrigan, do you know Jim Rummy?
I know that those are two drinks. Do you mix them together?
Oh, no, darling. It's a game. Here, come sit down. I think Thomas and Gregory were playing. Come sit. Now, start a card game to keep our poor baby distracted.
Well, Avalon leaves there. Very concerned
Avalon.
about running into his mom at some point.
Avalon, I'm going to say, gets a little bit lost, even just leaving that one room.
Yeah,
Having no idea where they are.
Avalon's barely been in the kitchens, let alone the servants' quarters. There's so many doors.
Excellent. We protect our poor sweet baby child. We have a little bit of time left. Is there any pressing scenes before we set our trap for a werewolf?
I don't know if we need to rehash the whole scene. Basically, Bernie and Miranda have to talk again about I fucked up. I know it's going to take more than a day to fix this, but I want to try. And basically what happened before. I don't know if you expect from Miranda's end, now that all of this has happened, if there's any difference in her response.
You go through all of that. Watch the previous episode. It was a really good talk. Well, knowing all of this, Bernie, I just don't trust you. I don't know how else to say it. You left. And then I come to see you and you've just moved on. I'm more than happy to talk, but I don't know what else to say.
Well, I think it's on me to say things now, but I also clearly have to do things, and
I know we've got some more pressing matters.
yes, but I don't want, as important as that is, I do believe that you are equally important. And if this is going to be the time that we break out of the loop, I don't want to lose this opportunity. Yes, we should be focused on this, but I do still want to make things right with you.
I hope so.
If nothing else, I ask that you just delay returning to America. Give me time to prove that I can earn your trust again.
I can arrange that.
If you wish, you will, of course, have... There's room available at Starlight Manor. I'm sure Aunt Adriana or Ariana would be very pleased to see you again.
Oh, Lord, Ariana.
So,
Do I
She-
have to?
no, because she would probably try and play matchmaker with us.
Oh, God. I'm sure I can find something available at an inn, but I'm also sure as soon as she finds out I'm here, I might not have any choice in the matter. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
We will. I was going to say you have my word, but you don't exactly hold that in the highest regard anymore.
Can you blame me?
Well, let's save Morgan first. Perhaps deal with the werewolf problem, and then we can, get back to the less immediately dangerous threats.
I think that's fair. Oh, damn. How the hell am I going to get off this roof?
I could try carrying you.
That'd be something. No, I haven't been a squirrel in a while. Huh. She turns into a squirrel and shimmies down the wall of the castle.
I know there's no reason for it, but I'm also imagining that all of Miranda's forms have extra legs. So like the bird had 4 legs, the squirrel has 4 rear legs. Just almost
no fucking
quasi-centaur versions of the animals. The extra legs have to go somewhere.
It's true. It's canon. Why not? It's like a fucking insect squirrel with like 6 legs. Jesus.
Gonna put a hard no on that.
Oh, regardless of leg numbers, she turns into a squirrel. Climbs down the wall. Oh. So. The day goes on. We arrive around supper time. Where are our intrepid characters?
So Jess is pretending to be Morgan. Correct.
Once, well, it's not like full on disguising herself as Morgan, but once Morgan is hidden and everything, like once it gets close to time, is going to place herself in Morgan's room under some glamour to get potentially kidnapped instead.
Glamored Jess is in Morrigan's bedroom.
Jarvis finds the exact window that Zach is gonna hop through.
That would be Morrigan's bedroom window.
Third window on the left. He finds a spot, maybe like climbs into a tree and throws his cloak over him to camouflage a bit, and he's just gonna sit there and wait.
Bernie and Avalon.
Avalon would also be hiding in the room, maybe like in the wardrobe or something like that.
Yes. Love it.
My first thought was that Bernie was going to be in like the next room over, but I don't know how this would have happened. It would be so much funnier if both Bernie and Avalon are hiding in the wardrobe together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just. It's a lot smaller on the inside than I imagined.
Yep. And it's a bit too late for us to pick different spots.
Agreed.
Well, if the situation weren't what it was, I would suggest we play an American game, 7 Minutes in Heaven.
Bernie, my sister's in danger. Can you keep your mind on the matter at hand for just a little bit longer? I've realized that the last 2 months have been rather detaining for you, but...
Yep, you're right.
Right.
But I just want it known that my mind is capable of pursuing many lines of thought simultaneously.
Right.
And
Well, perhaps if we're able to save my sister, maybe I will be moved in gratitude for your actions and bravery today.
I may hold you to that, but we gotta save the day first.
Right. Can you move your elbow a bit? It's right in my ribs.
Yep.
As Avalon and Bernie get cozy in the cupboard. I suppose the first person to realize would be Jarvis as night falls. Several cloaked figures make their way very quickly toward Ironhand Castle. And in a flash of magical flame, begin the process of igniting it. And unfortunately, we are out of time. And we will leave on that lovely little cliffhanger for the evening, as it is time to literally break the fuck out of this time loop. Excellent. Thank you ever so much for joining us this evening, everyone. Wow. I say it every time, but holy shit, a lot of things just happened. And I don't know how we jam pack it. Like, we used to have 3 hours. We now jam pack it straight into 2 hours. And I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all are amazing, or bananas, or both. You're amazing bananas. All of you. Just fantastic, amazing bananas.
New shirt.
Yep. New shirt. Amazing bananas.
We already had an idea for a banana shirt.
I love it. Well, let's end our evening by having our fantastic. I love this cast. Some people say that they don't like to run games for GMs. I love running a game for GMs. Y'all are fucking fantastic, and it's amazing. Please go around, remind us again who you are, where we can find you on the internet, and please give us a star and or a wish. No, star and wish, not and or. You got to give me both. I need them for this evening. Let's start with Val.
Hello, everybody. Once again, you can find me at the Kraken's King on Twitter and Twitch. I'm here exclusively Thursdays through Sundays. Join us tomorrow for Neon Souls at 9 o'clock. And Stars and Wish. I think my star will... I'm going to give my star to RJ for letting me bring my Dragon Ball Z fantasies into this game. And my wish... What is my wish? I think my wish is going to go outside of the current scenario and be to get some more of the Arcanum stuff into the conflict with the Arcanum and the college in the mix, more of the intrigue that's going on with the cloaked figure who overheard the message or was alerted to the message. All of that, I'm excited to see that come back into play.
So am I have ideas. Excellent. Savvy.
Hello, I'm Savvy. I'm at Savvy Seaworth on the internets. Mostly on Twitter. You can find my streaming schedule pinned to the top of my page. I'm here Thursday through Sundays. I'm also on LB Hackamup's channel on Sunday nights because I stream a lot, and I'm probably going to get back to streaming more in the next couple weeks. So we'll see what happens next. But for right now, my star is going to go to Val, because I spent most of this episode not contributing and just doing comedy bits. And Val was like, yeah, I'll be part of your comedy bits. And I appreciate that. You said make it romantic comedy. I said comedy.
We did lean much more into the... I think we've made up for the drama of the past weeks. So doing a lot more comedy today. So.
There were a lot lots of funny scenes in this one. And some of my favorites were the ones with you in them, so thank you. And my wish. I mean, anytime anybody says anytime anybody mentions sort of a church faction or says the word Inquisition, I get very excited. Mostly because I've spent, I think, half my life playing Dragon Age Inquisition. And so I want more of that faction, quote unquote, lowercase f faction in game terms.
Could the Inquisition just be Iron Bull?
I mean, if I was doing an Inquisition, yes.
This is a collaborative game. Yes. RJ.
Hey everybody, it's me, RJ. You can catch me at rjustice282 on Twitter and Twitch, where I tweet about the nerdy things in my life and sometimes play video games with my friends. I'm everywhere all the time, and it pains me physically and spiritually. But yeah, I'll tweet whenever I go live with games or hanging out with the squad. Stars. I have multiple stars. One, going to Val for the whole pushing Morgan off the balcony thing. And then the just exchange like, what did you think was gonna happen? You know, not much. And also to Sid, Savvy, and Alex for keeping the we're not the same person bit going. It's so funny all the time. Wishes. Jarvis is going to establish the Bexley Space Program next episode. It's going to be great. I want to punch someone to the moon. Oh, what?
Space program? Question mark? It's on the list.
The personal space program.
I think we've already infringed into that one this evening. Alex.
Hello, I'm Alex, mostly on this channel. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Mistborn Saturdays. Sometimes I run the game on Tuesdays, sometimes I don't. My brain is melting out my nose with all my sneezing. Let's see, stars tonight. I think I found Miranda's insistence or annoyance about us delaying getting turned into birds very amusing.
She's got one job.
Yep, and here we are trying to put her out of her job.
Man.
And then wish. I don't want the servants to suffer for this, but I want a dramatic scene of them defending Morrigan.
Ooh.
But I also don't want there to be like a death toll of half the cross servants to make it happen.
Defend our baby girl. I think we can make that happen. I like it. I really enjoy Thomas and Gregory that I just made up too. They seem legit. Excellent. And I have been, as always, your facilitator this evening. I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid. You can find me on here Thursdays, Fridays, Star Power Saturdays, and Sundays. And also over on Infinite RP on Mondays, 8 o'clock Eastern, playing Flames of Freedom. My star for this evening was Savvy just immediately going to not only is Jess getting it, the Baroness is too. God damn it, because we keep the horny train going on this fucking game, and Savvy is here for it every time, and I thank her for that. I salute you.
This season, I think I'm conducting it.
Toot. My wish. Sorry, I'm tired. There's no excuse, but still. And my wish, I want a big old final Zach v Jarvis showdown. Zach versus Jarvis showdown. And then I just want more fucking smooches. We've gone full off the rails into like romantic comedy thriller, and then I want smooches again. We need like a palate cleanser of just more smooches. I think after this epicness, yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
As they're standing over Zach's defeated body, it's gonna be that meme of the throuple kissing each other in all the combinations, and then the person just flipping the birds.
Yep, it's exactly what's gonna happen, and I'm here for it. As I'm here for it every Thursday, including the next time you will see us playing this game, next Thursday, which will be the fucking 26th of August. Where has it fucking gone? Yes. We shall see you then. Thank you so much for joining us. And until next time, good game and good night, Internet.